let's get this shit. Hit it with the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, and the 1. I think we need to spread a little bit of love out there. Everybody. I love Shot 30. And so do you. Let's stand together. Let's be true. Check it out. I love Shot 30, man. So do you. You are my brother, my sister, my dude. I love just talking and making good words. And I don't like mean people that act like turds. Check it out. I love the world, and so do you. You are my brother, my sister, my dude. And let's spread love and forget about hate. And everybody go in your room and masturbate. Check it out now. Feel the masturbation. Feel the love across the nation. Yeah. And that's an original Shayne Neubert song. And this is Shot 30 Podcast. And I think you might like that song. And that song has a little bit of meaning, you know, because I see just so many people being mean on Facebook. And they're kind of mean to me. And I don't like mean people. I like nice people. I like to joke. I like to be a little prankster, a little kidster. I like to play games. I like to do all that. But I don't like it when it turns to being actual mean. You know? Like, why would you want to, like, you know, like, something that's, like, mean but kind of fun would be like if you tickled someone for too long and then they accidentally peed their pants. That's okay. That's an okay way to be mean. Because you're making them giggle a lot. And it's coming from a good, warm place in your heart. Excuse me. And this is Shot 30 Podcast. It's October. It's October, witches. So I think a lost art in our world is decorating for Halloween. You know, like, well, that looks a little awkward with my necklace hanging right there like that. It kind of looked like I had a mic on right here. And that's kind of silly because I got a mic right in front of me. And, yeah, I think a lost art is decorating for Halloween. You know, do you remember being a kid and you see, like, a giant blow-up pumpkin? And you, like, giggle, or, like, go into somebody's house and it's all orange and purple. And you, like, see maybe, like, some chopped-off baby dolls and some gravestones and stuff like that. I used to love that shit when I was a kid. Man, that shit used to make me happy. And I think that, like, for some reason in today's world, we're not doing that anymore. And I think maybe that makes our kids a little bit more sad. So me and Timmery, we are still doing that. And we've got so much shit out in our front yard right now, it literally looks like a garage sale of misfit children. Yeah. And skeletons. And bat skeletons. And mermaid skeletons. Yeah, we do a lot of those. Okay, so yeah, this is Shot 30 Podcast. Shot 30 Podcast is sponsored by Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies. Even though I love her and I think she's the greatest, I did go to Dollar General today. And I bought a German chocolate cake. Because I didn't want to have to ask her to make it for me. Even though hers would be better. So I got to be a fat kid and try to eat it before she gets home. And that's okay. She won't be too mad. But she's been doing the keto diet. Like we said before, she's one of those Keto Klux Klan. The keto Nazi. The keto police. And she's weird. But I like her. A lot. And so, yeah, Shot 30, we're rolling back into things. I'm trying to figure out how to use all this new stuff. This 4K camera is pretty legit. You can see how hot I am. You can see how attractive of a person I am. Yeah, maybe I need to go to speaking school because I'm having trouble talking right now. And that's you know, we know that's okay. And we're going to come out with, Shot 30 is coming out with some new shirts. We're going to have the That's Okay and That's Okay shirts available soon. And yeah, and I know we had a huge request for the Keto Klux Klan shirts. But I just don't know how marketing is going to go for that. That's a little awkward. And I don't want my name attached to some, like, if I make a Keto Klux Klan shirt, it'll be like 5 minutes before someone sends me a Facebook message that says, "Oh, so you're a white supremacist?" No. I was making a joke about keto and the KKK. I don't like the KKK. I don't like them one bit. But I do like when people are trying to better themselves and they're in the Keto Klux Klan. Yeah, to get into ketosis. It's something. And so me and my buddy Riley the other day, we were deadlifting. And wow, we both pulled 500. We haven't deadlifted in years. And we both deadlifted 500. And I think he's a little bit nervous because I might be able to deadlift more than him soon. And he's a strong boy. And a handsome boy. But I want to tell you, okay, so I really want to touch base on so with the podcast and with the stand-up, it's kind of silly that people send me nude photographs of themselves all the time now. Like, this podcast isn't very big, but they want to send me nude photographs of themselves. And I don't know if they want me to like post it on the podcast, or if they want me to maybe masturbate to it. I'm not sure. But all to its own. I've sent out nude photographs before. Actually, I had one that was pretty famous. I took a Snapchat of myself naked in my bathroom where I was doing a very cute pose, and then I drew a Deadpool head face on me with the Snapchat pen, and I sent it, and I accidentally sent it to everybody. I didn't know that there was a button that you could send it to everybody, so it was really weird when like my mom and my sister said, "You picked a terrible character. You should have picked like Wolverine or something." And they didn't even make a comment about my Johnson being in the picture. Why? Why wouldn't they talk about my Johnson? Maybe because we're not from the South. The dirty South. There's a clean part of the South. There's a clean part there too. But I'm talking about the dirty South. Yeah. And I hope that doesn't offend anybody who's from the South. You know? Like, because I really care about Southerners. And so, Shot 30, is sponsored by Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies. Conspiracy Kimonos, get your custom-made gi. You can visit them on Facebook and Instagram. Check out my guy, Tremaine Jordan. Visit Buttery Blends in Kiwani. Incredible barber, dude. Incredible barber. And yeah, I mean, there's so much. And Handmade by Haley. She made us. I wish I would have put it down here. I know me and Timmy are planning our Halloween episode soon, so I hope you guys are all gearing up and ready for that one. And it will be quite the little episode there. But Handmade by Haley. Just all you have to do is check out her shit. Her stuff's awesome. She's out of Kiwani. She makes signs. She makes all kinds of stuff. And she's a really cool cat. I like Haley. But she bailed. I invited her to come to watch a Bears game with me and Timmery. You know? Her and her boy toy. Her little Bowie toy. And man, Haley's got her man like wrapped on strings like a little puppet. Nah, he's a good guy. And they're good people. Visit Handmade by Haley. Good shit. And, oh yeah, so I was going to talk about my hemorrhoids. I mean, maybe I should have warned you guys before I just dropped it out there like that. But I had hemorrhoids. I used to be a professional power lifter. And that's not really saying much because you don't even get paid. You put your body through all that fucking hell and you don't even get paid. It's stupid. It's stupid. You get a little piece of metal that you throw in a corner, like that corner over there. I got a bunch of my powerlifting shit just thrown in the corner. I had nice muscles. I had a really good V to the P. Oh man, and now I know I'm going to get more nude photographs from guys and girls out there. And I do not condone you to send me nude photos unless you ask me first. Because if I think you're a good-looking person, then I'll accept. But if you're a bad-looking person, I don't want them. I'm just kidding. If you got good features, then maybe I'll want them. But yeah, powerlifting is silly. It's silly. Why, man, me and Riley used to just beat our bodies up. Me and Jeff and like a bunch of my friends, we just beat the hell out of ourselves for no apparent reason, just to deadlift 700 pounds, 800 pounds. That's what I did because I was really strong. And someone's in my house and they're upstairs, and I hope they don't ruin my goddamn podcast, because that shit will piss me off real bad real quick. But yeah. So yeah, back to Halloween. I think that we should all decorate a little bit more, because the kids love it. I love watching the little kids in Matherville. They come up and they're like, oh, look at that skeleton. And then like, we should rip its body off of its head. And I don't like it when people vandalize my stuff. So I don't think we're ever going to decorate for Halloween again. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, but it's still Sober October for me. I'm still rocking. But I'm down 9 pounds today. 9 pounds. I'm watching my jelly turn into like more of a thicker consistency, like a hardish peanut butter. And then I want to turn that hard peanut butter into like a lean steak meat. That's what I want my body to be like. A nice juicy steak that you could melt butter on. I don't want to be a pancake that you melt butter on. I want to be a steak. Yeah. And so what's the coolest thing you've ever done? I can tell you the coolest thing I've ever done. Oh, I was going to tell you guys about my hemorrhoids. Yeah, so back when I was powerlifting, one time my butt hurt really bad. And it was after I squatted like, I think it was like 670 for like 2. And I was really grunting a lot. And my butt hurt. I was going number 2, not to give you too much description there, but something hurt on my hiney. And I reached my arm around and I'm like, oh, what is going on? And I thought I had a little doo-doo like stuck. And so I had to get it out because I was in the bathroom for like over an hour. And I felt this ball and I ripped it off. Well, it wasn't doo-doo. It was a giant hemorrhoid. And blood just started shooting out and filling up the toilet. The water was just all blood. It was just shooting out of me. And I just, if I could help anybody out there, it would be to tell you to not rip hemorrhoids off, because that's incredibly unsafe and unsanitary. There's very few reasons why you should ever touch your own bung bung. But a hemorrhoid is a reason why you should. You know? And so I'm going to get away from all that crazy talk. What do you guys got planned for the holidays? What's your favorite thing to do during the holidays? I can tell you I love Thanksgiving. There's something about Thanksgiving, you know, you get with your family and friends and you're just all relaxed and chill. There's no pressure. And like, not like Christmas where you get let down because you didn't get the gift you wanted, or you gave a bad gift and someone doesn't like it and you're sad. That usually happens for me. Thanksgiving, you wake up in the morning, the parade's on. Dude, the parade's on. And I don't really like the parade, but I know that a lot of people love it, and I like to put it on the TV anyways, as I'm smelling those like great fragrances, like all like just illuminate the air, you know? And I just used a lot of big words in one sentence. And yeah, but then then the football game's gonna be on, your belly stuffed. You just plop onto a couch, you find a good spot, and you just drift away because the Bears play on Thanksgiving, and I love it. And I love it. And yeah. And so that's probably one of the best holidays. And after Christmas, after I get a lot of really good presents, I like to play with all my new toys and my presents and stuff. And that's a really fun day too. But it's also sad because there's no presents left under the tree. Christmas night is like the saddest night ever, because you know that you're not going to get any more presents until next year. But that's why you do a second Christmas the next day, where you go get all the discount shit and you put it back under the tree. But you don't spend enough time wrapping all the shit, because, you know, like, you just leave it in the Walmart bag and then put some names on it with a permanent marker. Yeah. And yeah. And I wonder what I'm gonna get for Christmas this year. I've really got my hopes on something really jolly. Really jolly. And Timmy doesn't like it when I call her jolly. Because there's just things that I say that she doesn't like that I say. And everybody's different. Everybody's different. But yeah, so we watched a really, really good movie the other day. I don't know what it's called though, so that makes this really bad. Yeah, maybe I'll save that one for another podcast, so I actually have the name, and then I can tell you about it. But what do you guys think about Greta? How dare you? How dare you? You steal my childhood. How dare you? Because you don't think about my future. And now you look to me, to us, the children, for answers. How dare you? I have no personal opinion on matters like that. Because if I say something that somebody thinks is mean, they're going to probably send me wiener pictures. And if I send something that people might think is funny or good, they might send me booby pictures. And Timmy doesn't normally like it when I get booby pictures. Yeah. She says she's the only one allowed to send me booby pictures. But yeah, so I don't really know. I don't know. I've got a lot of things just going on, but do you guys have a Switch? Does anybody out there have a Switch, a Nintendo Switch? That shit's fun as hell. That shit's fun as hell. Mario Kart, of course. You gotta have it. But then, like, they have shit like on there, like Monopoly, where you're actually on the board and you become your piece. That shit's fun until me and Timmy are fighting. The other day, she was beating my ass so bad, and I just couldn't stop choking her. Like, why are you beating me like this? Why? And her face got really black and blue, and she looked like she was gonna die. And then when I finally let her go, she said, "If you're gonna choke me like that, why don't you do something else?" And I thought that was a little creepy, because clearly I was upset about the Monopoly game, and her mind was in the gutter. She was trying to do stuff without clothes on. And there's only two places that it's acceptable to not have clothes on. One, the shower, and two, the county market. Because you know, when you go shopping, if you don't have any clothes on, you're supposed to be able to think clear. Somebody's outside. Yeah. Maybe you should wear clothes at the county market. Oh, man. Okay. Because you can see I'm starting to get rid of some of the fat here. Like, I'm starting to be able to get some guns. That's like a chicken wing. But yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to have some really cool guests on here soon. And they're really nice, really good people. Some very interesting people. And also, I am now pursuing another route. It's going to be hard to find time with podcasting and stand-up and all that. But I want to make short films. And it seems like I had a lot of people interested in making short films with me as well. And so that's really good. And yeah, I've been writing a lot of like short films in my brain. And I think some of them will be very funny. very funny, and some of them could be very serious. And yeah, I just want to. I want my life when I go to die, when like people are teabagging me in my casket. I want to feel like I did everything I wanted to do. And that's not okay. Don't call me when I'm doing a podcast. You know, just don't. There's a fine line, and if you cross that, you cross me. You cross me, you might get a knuckle sandwich for lunch. Have you ever eaten an actual knuckle sandwich? I wonder what it tastes like. But this is Shot 30 Podcast. Please share, subscribe, tag your friends, tell your friends. Yeah, this thing survives because of you, and I love to hear feedback from you guys. Slap a like on it, slap a share. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm Shayne Neubert. The wife will be back in the studio soon. And yeah, everyone needs to leave me alone. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. You guys are the best.